Shalom everyone. Israel's push for a commission of inquiry into the October 7th failure is tearing the country apart. The government recently decided on a non-state commission to avoid a left-leaning Supreme Court judge, but it still can't agree on who sets the mandate. Since October 7th, the nation has been seeking the truth on how such a thing could happen. This is a big issue within Israel. The progressive left, be it the media, politics, academia, and so on, are strongly in favor of a commission headed by a former high court judge, while the conservative right, which is a majority in Israel, believe that the Supreme Court judges are mostly left-wing and progressive, and such a commission will target the political right and ignore the political left, including the mass protests that burned half the country in an attempt to violently disregard the democratic elections in Israel over the last half-decade. So the question of who heads the commission is critical, as it will likely determine the results, which is, of course, in itself very, very sad, because the truth should be what determines the results. But I guess, depending on your bias, you will look for the truth in different places. The Israeli government decided to advance the establishment of a commission of inquiry into the failure of October 7th, but it will be a non-governmental, non-state commission. The type of commission that the government decided to advance is not governmental, which means it's not what the term used in Hebrew is mamlachti, which refers to the word for a kingdom, but it means stately. And it will not be a formal state commission of an inquiry, but its powers and composition will be given full investigative powers, and its composition will reflect the broadest possible public consensus. The government decided to establish a ministerial committee to recommend the mandate of the commission of inquiry. This ministerial committee will recommend what the commission will investigate and which time period it will cover. There are those who would want the time period to start way back in Oslo. There are those who would want it to start in the mid-2000s. There are those who want it to start on October 7th. So we will see. According to the decision, Prime Minister Netivyah will establish this ministerial committee. The ministerial committee will submit its recommendations on the mandate by the end of December. There's a lack of agreement, though, on the composition. The government meeting did not reach an agreement regarding the composition, the members of the committee, although many proposals were heard. So this, in a sense, is the government saying, we don't trust the progressive left, as we, of course, have seen over the last few months, that is with good cause, and they are going to do something that is promoted by the majority of Israel, even though that majority is weak politically. Let's see how it develops. We'll update later as it comes into effect. So thank you all for joining, and shalom.